Welcome back to CVTV. I'm James.
And I'm Kalia, and this week's show is pretty packed for our Sabercats. Rivalry week had us all hyped up.
Last week, our varsity Sabercats were victorious against Douglas County. Great job, Cats. Let's take a look at the highlights of the game.
Back out. We gotta watch back out.
Congratulations on a great game, Sabercats. Way to fight.
Last week, our varsity volleyball team was victorious in the rivalry of CV and DC.
Analia and Alicia were able to snag 2 interviews with our varsity players on their thoughts on the CVDC game.
Last week, we got to watch our Castleview girls volleyball team dominate Douglas County on their home court. One of the girls on that court being Peyton Chapman. Peyton Chapman is a senior this year at Castleview High School and is an aggressive player who plays her hardest with a smile on her face.
On the court, I like to bring positivity, and I really enjoy this sport. So I'd rather enjoy it than just like make a big deal out of it. That's when I play my best. It felt really good to get the last kill. It felt really good, and I really love the team this year, so it was really nice to play with them. I just wanted to go out with a bang, just like finish it, win in 3. It's so sad, but yeah.
And another senior, Simone Duckworth, who had to sit out due to a concussion.
I think if CV, our team, can come out strong and excited and play with a lot of energy, we'll have a pretty good chance of beating them. And I think we can do it in 3 sets. The best part about the rivalry is just the excitement from both student sections. It's fun to play a team close by and know that you guys have a strong competition against each other. I'm pretty bummed out. Just everything ending is pretty weird to see, and I feel like all 4 years went by really fast, but I'm also very excited to play.
Congrats to the players for their win and to their coach, Erica Smith, for her first CVDC victory.
Last week, May and Kalia, our executive producers for CVTV, spoke at CSU for our annual State Journalism Conference. Let's take a look.
I remember the first time that I went to J-Day when I was a freshman. I was really amazed at all of the expertise and knowledge that I was able to gain from it, and I really think that J-Day was the thing that made me super interested in journalism to begin with. I just love being around a bunch of people that are just as passionate about journalism as I am. The lesson that me and our other executive producer, Kalia, are doing is all about interviewing. We call it Interview Like a Friend, and we really think that interviewing is a really overlooked part of journalism itself. We believe that our obligation as journalists is to tell stories that are true to the people that you are representing, and in order to do that, you need a really deep, correct interview. So that all starts with the interview. So I kind of know what to look out for that isn't going to work and is going to work. So I know we need a question section at the end, but we can't make it too long because generally high schoolers don't have a lot of questions to ask regarding something that they just learned.
The biggest thing that I loved about J-Day was what I could take back from it every single year. Every single year, no matter what session I went to, I always learned something that I genuinely didn't know prior to it. And I really appreciated the learning aspect. I loved the community aspect of it. And I liked winning awards and seeing that kind of area. I actually started broadcast when I was in elementary school. We used to have like a morning show, and that was in like 5th grade, and I loved it. I thought it was so cool, and it was just something that I was really passionate about. So our presentation for J-Day is an interview-based presentation. It's going over the criterion of interviewing, but also what you take out of it and how you should bring your interview to life, becoming friends with your interviewer, talking to them like they're a friend, and really building trust with your interviewer. It's very important. It gives you a better story in future, and following up with them. I think the biggest takeaway that we want people to get from the presentation is really building connections with your interviewers. You can make a friend through it, but also a reliable source, so that way later on if you want to follow up with them you can, and they already have that prior trust built up with you. I just think it's a very important thing that a lot of journalists don't take into consideration, and I like it too because it's not content specific to broadcast. It can be for anybody in journalism. The reason that I've stayed for so long is because I love coming into the same classroom every day. I love the family aspect of it. I love meeting new people every year through it. And I love getting to tell other people's stories. I think it's really important.
I joined CVTV mainly because I did journalism in middle school, and I always thought it was really interesting, so I wanted to take the next step up in the ladder of journalism. And in the future, I'm really hoping that I can take my ability to present like coherent stories and talk with people really coherently into my future as a lawyer.
Bell Middle School. I won a nomination for Castle View High School. And award of commendation through the eyes of the Blue Knight at Castle Rock Middle School. Castle View High School. CVTV, Regis Jesuit High School in 5A year. In 3rd place, Castle View High School. In 2nd place, staff of Rampart High School. And in 1st place,
And that was all for our show today. We hope you guys enjoyed.
If you want to check out more, please be sure to go to our Instagram page at CV Student Media.
As an end to our show, please enjoy some highlights from Choir Spaghetti Dinner, and to see the full story, check out cvstudentmedia.com.